Guys, MCU Collector here with video number 4 in the Hasbro Marvel Legends series Spider-Man Wave 11 Kingpin Build-A-Figure. Next up is the Symbiote Spider-Man. So this is the black suit, black costume, whatever you want to call it. This is, I believe, the most recent look, which was actually very recent since Red Goblin is actually a very new character. Well, he's not a brand new character, but the Red Goblin identity itself is new. And I believe this is actually from that comic run. Once I open the figure, I'll kind of look into it and check it out. But here we have it. So, heard a lot of complaints about this guy, about the eyes. That's going to be comic accurate, but it is very weird choice, I understand. But we'll see how the figure is. This guy comes with both of the Kingpin Build-A-Figure heads, which I'm kind of surprised that they would do that. Why not just have one in here and have another one come in the six-arm Spider-Man instead of having no Build-A-Figure with that? But who knows how these decisions are made? No clue. And he also comes with one extra pair of interchangeable hands. Side artwork looking pretty awesome of the black costume Spider-Man, and you could see the eyes, how they flare out off of the mask. Well, I guess is it a mask if it's the symbiote, right? It's not really a material suit. Here is the look at the back of the package. You can see the promo image of the figure and all the figures in the wave to build Kingpin. Let's take a look at that bio. The bio reads, the Venom symbiote gives Peter Parker a black suit with special enhanced powers. Interesting. So it's basically the same bio that you would get for any of the symbiote Spider-Man or the original symbiote Spider-Man compared to this brand new one. But anyway, pretty cool nonetheless. Let's get right to the figure. Alright guys, here is the Symbiote Spider-Man figure out of the package, and this is a solid figure, but it's also a figure that we've seen multiple times. So this is the Pizza Spider-Man Buck body mold that we've seen countless times with all the different Spider-Man. So this is no different. The only thing that is different is, of course, the head sculpt, because we haven't seen a head sculpt like this before, because this one has the eyes flaring out. Then this one also has the bare feet with the little pointy toenails, and his hands I think are different. I don't recall seeing one where the hands were kind of open and has long nails that are look pretty sharp. The hands themselves are pretty gummy and pretty pliable. So those are new, and then these ones are just fisted hands that we've seen over and over again. But standard Pizza Spider-Man Buck, so you have the butterfly joint, have the ab crunch, the slim body mold. So I'm not even going to go over the articulation on this guy at all, because we've seen it so many times. We should all be pretty familiar with the figure. But what I will do is show you some up-close shots of the figure itself, take a look at the paint apps on it, and then we'll look at the Kingpin Build-A-Figure head sculpts that this guy comes with. So let's get in closer. Okay, here's actually a side-by-side comparison with the original black costume or symbiote Spider-Man design with this new modern one. So I did look up the new modern take on it, and basically in Spider-Man's battle against the Red Goblin, Spider-Man himself is not enough to go up against Norman Osborn in the Red Goblin suit. And I'll talk about the Red Goblin identity and villain more in that video. But basically, the way to defeat Red Goblin is for Peter to bond with the symbiote. So it involves Eddie Brock and everything. So Peter gets the symbiote again, and Venom is no longer a villain, but with Peter the aggression does kind of get over, and I think Peter himself is the one that loses control, and not the symbiote itself taking control. So pretty interesting. I wish I kind of would have read that story arc. That would have been sounds like a pretty good story, pretty good read. So I may one day get the chance to it. So you could see the spider designs, the different eyes. Why again they're flared out? That's just the design choice for whoever the artist was. It's an interesting choice. The spider logo, I like the classic one because it's you know, it's iconic. That's the Venom logo. This new one is not bad at all. It's just, you know, it's not this one. But the paint apps are very clean. It looks like a little bit of black spots, but that could just be from anything possibly, you know, hitting the figure could knock off some of that paint or anything. But the coats of white look pretty good. A little bit right there on the chest, you could see that it's not quite as bright. So, you know, an additional coat would have been great over there. But other than that, it is pretty good. Here's a look at the back of the figure, and the spider looks pretty good. Definitely could have used an additional coat on some of these spider legs here. but not too bad. And you can see that they actually did paint the lines throughout the butterfly joints as well. You can see where it stops, but it's perfect right at where the shoulder joint is and where the back is, so it fits quite nicely. And you can see here again, all done pretty clean, and it's done throughout the joint. Here on the ab though, you actually see it slims down. They kept the white paint going, but it slims down, so it looks a little odd, I guess, but it is painted there. On the back of the figure, the white continues on all the way, so there's no issues there. On the hands, you just get like a white diamond. There's no black dot on these guys. And then he has these feet that we saw with the Superior Venom figure from the Rhino wave. So these are the same feet that figure had. So pretty good. And again, just additional hands. So right hand in the package comes fisted. You get a left fist and a right open hand that matches the other hand that came in the package. That's all the accessories that he comes with. And then we also got the 2 Kingpin heads. So these things look great, and we'll get a closer look in that video at the end of this series. But one thing to note is there, and I like when Hasbro does this kind of stuff, but with the open jaw, the open mouth, usually they do a separate jaw piece and they glue it on, just like the Puma figure that we just saw, and the Sabretooth from the Apocalypse wave. It's a separate piece in there, but this one they didn't have to do the jaw because the head is so large. It's much easier for them to add in a piece inside of there, so it gives it a nice detail, and you get that depth in there. So pretty cool that Hasbro did that. It's not bad. So there it is. One last look at the Symbiote Spider-Man. Really good figure. I will tell you, be careful, because I've heard some reports of arms breaking off of this, which is funny because in this figure I've heard the same thing from the Sandman wave, that the arms, something happens with arms when they break off. I haven't heard it about any of the other Spider-Man figures that share the same body, but the black costume Spider-Man has had that issue. So now this one seems to have had that issue. So I don't know why that is on the black costume Spider-Man figures, but do be careful with the arms on yours. That's it. If you guys have any questions, let me know down in the comments below. Hit that thumbs up if you guys liked the video. Subscribe if you haven't already done so. Getting closer and closer to 5,000, so I appreciate everybody. And as always, thank you for watching.